everyone knows, in the beginning of March, as what was called at the time coronavirus, now it's COVID-19, really hit home at Unionville Vineyards, located in Hunterdon County, and it went beyond the tasting room, and the events canceled. So I have with me John Staffelli, who's with Unionville Vineyards. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, April. It's nice to be with you.
Yeah, so tell us what happened.
Well, nothing really happened here that didn't happen anywhere across New Jersey. We just were one of the unlucky ones that were touched early and directly. We lost Larry Allen, one of our tasting room associates, in mid-March, which was very jarring and shocking and really made this somewhat existential threat of the virus much more tangible and brought it right to our doorstep. So this was very unsettling and upsetting for the staff that worked shoulder to shoulder with Larry, and our tasting room team was very affected by that.
Yeah, that you guys were literally the first to be affected in that way. It came right out, and we're very sorry for your loss, of course. Because of that, you are also doing a fundraiser for the front line, so tell our viewers about that.
Sure, and not just because of Larry. I mean, that certainly crystallized what was going on with COVID, but it was hard to watch the videos and hear the stories of what was going on in the hospitals, especially initially in Northeast New Jersey and in New York City, and if you look globally, what happened in Italy. And to think of those kinds of stresses and those kinds of terrible decisions and working conditions that doctors and nurses were enduring to take care of people, to take care of New Jersey's family members and friends, and everybody that lives in the state probably knows somebody at this point who's had COVID. Maybe you know somebody who's been hospitalized, and so we felt compelled to do something, and Unionville had no capacity to donate PPE or to buy that stuff and send it. You couldn't buy it. There's really nothing you could do directly. So when you start calling hospitals, they say the nurses and doctors would just appreciate buying them lunch and letting them know that they don't have to worry about bringing something and knowing that people are thinking about them. So that was the idea. We started this in late March, and we decided that we would give all the profit away on our dry Riesling sales in the months of April and May to buy lunches. And that's expanded a little bit. We've bought gift cards for the Starbucks inside the hospital that they all go to. We made a donation to a food bank in the area that was badly in need of resources. We've raised over $3,000 already. We've bought lunches for hospital staffs from Philadelphia to Hopewell to New Brunswick, Somerset, Morristown. So it's been a really, really, really great opportunity for us to feel like we're doing our part.
In general, they're saying at the liquor stores, wine sales have gone through the roof because everyone is so stressed out. How is that affecting, because you're Jersey fresh, and you're limited with where your distribution and where you're at. So what's going on with you guys with that?
We don't sell too much to liquor stores, so we haven't seen much of a boost in that sales channel for us, but most of our sales anywhere are direct to consumer. Now, usually that means the tasting room. That means people walking in the door, trying something, and walking out with half a case or a case of wine. Without that opportunity, we have turned to our existing base. We've turned to our social media followers. We've turned to our email subscribers, our regulars, and we've made some packages available. We've done some bundled packages. We've offered free shipping on 6 bottles or more. We've offered the club discount to anyone if they committed to a case purchase, and they have responded, and our sales are up. So our direct-to-consumer sales are up also, similarly to how liquor stores are enjoying a bit of a boom while people are quarantined. Where we're losing is restaurants. All New Jersey wineries have the opportunity to partner with BYOB unlicensed restaurants, and we sell a lot of wine that way throughout the course of the year. It's about 20% of our revenue, and that's not happening right now because restaurants aren't happening right now. So while our direct-to-consumer sales are very good, it doesn't offset the overall business loss that we're enduring at this point in time.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, a cut in sales between the restaurants and just the tasting room alone to get people to experience, your wine, because they may never have had your wine. And with Jersey fresh wines, the tasting rooms are the whole part of exploring and allowing people to flavor your tasty vineyard. Because, all right, let's talk about your wine. You guys have had some really good reviews in some top rated wineries and whatever you call those people.
Critics.
Critics, wine critics. I like it all.
Just a 90-point score in Robert Parker's Wine Advocate for a red wine from New Jersey. It's a Pinot Noir that we sold for the last couple of years. And we have a standing appointment annually with the critic from the Wine Advocate, and we regularly grab a lot of scores in the high 90s. And our 2019 wines are so darn good that we think we've got a few more 90-point wines in the basket. And there are other critics too that give us other good scores. We got Gary Brightcroft Wine Enthusiast about 2 years ago. We were named one of Food Wine Magazine's top 500 wineries in the country. So we're pretty proud of the work that we're doing here.
Yeah, you should be. Now, for our viewers who are not familiar, how long has the Jersey wine been in business?
Well, New Jersey wine, the industry goes back to the colonial era. Wine's been being made in New Jersey commercially for hundreds of years. The big pause, of course, was Prohibition, which affected New Jersey just as it did the rest of the country. And every state's wine industry responded differently to the laws and regulations that their own respective state legislatures put in place or removed post-Prohibition. So in New Jersey, you can have one bonded winery, one licensed winery for every 1 million residents until the Farm Winery Act in 1981. And so while California and even New York, they threw off their Prohibition era shackles decades before New Jersey, and so their industries grew much more quickly. And we're playing catch up at this point, but we're doing a good job. The level of investment and the level of understanding and education and expertise by our winemakers and our grape growers in New Jersey is rapidly increasing. So I think New Jersey's in a pretty good place, and I think we'll be on par with some of those more established regions across the country pretty soon.
I know. And the reason why I brought that up, because first of all, you are so knowledgeable. I love picking your brain. And for a lot of people who don't realize, they have this stigma of the Jersey wines back in the day, but you guys have evolved to competing with like top states like California, Oregon. So you should be very proud of yourselves. Yay.
Thank you. Well, it's always important to remember that California is the home of Franzia. So there's plenty of sweet, crummy wine being made in other parts of the country too. And just as California has a great tradition for dry fine wines, New Jersey is developing that as well, and we're proud to be one of the flag bearers for that movement.
So Unionville Vineyards is in Hunterdon County. When we're all done, please check it out. But as you can see, John and the team, it's another farm in New Jersey that supports the community and gives back constantly, and they go beyond the COVID moment. There's other things you guys contribute to over the years. This is a time when we need New Jersey to step up and support local. So please, we're encouraging that. It is Small Business Week, and they are a small business. Thanks for coming on to the show.
Thank you, April.